No. Mate, you're using the wrong type of modules.
No, I'm
the
not.
wrong type of modules.
We're gonna run out of petroleum like immediately.
Are we? Is that? Are you okay? All right.
Maybe we're not.
You got it. You know, sometimes you just gotta go speed. Gotta go fast.
Go fast.
Gotta go fast. I'll build these.
Here's the other bottleneck. There we go.
How much petroleum do we have?
We've actually got a decent chunk, now that I'm looking at it.
Got loads. Got loads. Loads of petroleum. To be honest, I think that's probably enough to fix the problem.
Well, we certainly now have a whole bunch of sulfur crystals just sitting around and stacking up a lot faster. Or, per se, it's just stacking up at all.
Yeah, that is very, very good. Step in the right direction. I tell you what, I've got a couple of additional chemical plants. Let me throw them down.
Okay.
Oh, oops, wrong one.
I gotta remember how this one works. It's just power. Bet we could probably get rid of this crazy radar. I'm not actually gonna get rid of it, but I don't think
The
radars
Megadar.
work anymore.
The
Yeah.
Megadar. I feel so... I feel so conflicted. I feel like I should just throw speed modules into all of these beacons. You hesitated, therefore
No. See, the
invested.
thing is, speed modules, they make you use up more of your like whatever your core component resources. Productivity modules just make you use power. Go make your power plant. Fund my efforts so I can continue to fund yours.
Okay, the market economy that is our friendship. Right. I'm working on it. It's just, you know, nuclear physics is so last year. I'm all about nuclear processing now. And actually, to be honest, it is one and the same, because I actually do need to do more uranium processing in order to generate more uranium fuel cells for my uranium fuel plant. I tell you what, though. Pretty sure my nuclear area is producing it pretty close to 100% efficiency here. That ain't too bad at all. Yeah.
Why is this having the worst iron times? There we go. Oh, that's why this is so demanding. Yeah, actually, if you want to look at me,
Yeah.
the iron line I'm next to that I've just fixed was just barely had enough iron. That's why speed modules are so risky, because you might not necessarily have the sheer logistics to move enough resources into the right place. With productivity modules, you never have to worry about it. It's just keeping it powered.
Yeah.
But Like I was
It's that rocket fuel. That
yeah,
area
it's
there.
the rocket fuel that is just bankrupting this line. I fixed it now, but it's definitely expensive.
Yeah, an added extra challenge.
Someday we can maybe try the Factorio where you're on like an incredibly thin strip and you have no room to maneuver.
Oh yes, yes. I know it. I know what you mean. That looks pretty cool.
I've never done it. I would like to eventually.
It looks good. It looks looks very entertaining. Like the wave. Have you played the wave defense mode?
No, I haven't. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
If we are to do Factorio for like a Wholesome Verse Live, I feel like that would be the way to do it.
Absolutely. Ooh, I had another pitch for the wholesome the Wholesome Verse live stream. I think there should be like a city skylines challenge. Who can build the largest city in X number of hours? Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
All right. I'd be fine with that.
I think that would be rather unique. A little bit interesting.
I feel like to some degree what we need to do is just I'm not going to say start making demands because that would be unwholesome.
It's okay.
But occasionally just be like, I like coldies, but let's do a week without coldies and we do some weird arbitrary challenge, kind of like once a month. So yeah, the city skylines thing.
Kerbal Space Program thing.
Yeah, exactly. That, you know, once per month at least we do a longer challenge.
Yeah.
And maybe part of this is what we really need to do is just advocate for gosh, I don't want to say like a separate day, but like what we did with Gremlins Incorporated where we played that for like a solid 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because I like Project Winter as much as I think most of the Wholesome Verse. It's fun. I don't know, it's weird. I've gotten used to it at least. Maybe that's where I'm at.
Yeah, because you played it with the non-wholesome verse.
Yeah,
you
I played it with
the wholesome verse.
Yeah, I played it with Stumped yesterday, which like
Uh-huh.
they're lovely folks, but the skill difference is like night and day, and I felt bad because we were doing like the beginner round.
Yeah.
And almost immediately was like, hey, by the way, you're the traitor, kill them. And I was like, okay. I feel guilty for doing this, but they're going down.
Did you win?
Those punks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even find the helipad. It was effectively, you know, the blizzard hit, and I was out with one of them, and I just start hitting him, and he runs back to base screaming, you know, it's Wander, it's Wander. And, you know, it's the basic map, which is tiny, so of course I can't get to him and kill him in time, but that's fine. Because then they spent the rest of the rounds hiding in the cabin, afraid that I'm out there.
Not realizing.
Which was true.
Not realizing that you can't actually do that much to kill them all at the same time.
Yeah, and so what ended up happening was, if any of them had reached the helipad, there was like 7 landmines and bear traps just surrounding the thing. So it would have been real unpleasant for whoever was involved. But they never got to it because they were too spooked at me. And I felt bad because that was their first round, and I think it kind of soured the experience just a little bit. And I was like, I really should probably not do this because, you know, this is how you get people to never play Project Winter again.
It's always difficult playing with a significant skill difference, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, in order for you to have fun, you have to play at your skill level, which is like...
Kind of. I absolutely could have sat down just for a single round and taught them how to play and been like, okay, so I'm the bad boy. Just follow me. Don't shoot me or anything. Let me just teach you how to bad boy for a time.
Yeah, but that's a different sort of fun from, like, just going ham on everyone, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The other thing that made them frustrated, I think, was the perspective of then when they were the bad boys. You've definitely experienced where like you will try and shoot me, and it doesn't work so hot.
Yeah.
I had one round where every trader tried to commit significant harm upon me and me alone, and I killed every one of them. And you know, I'm super proud of myself because I think I've gotten quite good at it.
Yeah.
But that being trader is kind of hard, especially if you're a beginner.
It's being trader is hard in general. To be honest.
I'm learning it. I really want to do a trader round when I'm with somebody that doesn't immediately get eaten. I've never done trader with like with Penta or Rito or Raps, or because I think it's always you, Dane, or shit. I've only been trader like twice.
I am desperate for a trader round with Rito because he is.
I feel like it could work.
Yeah, his trader style is so laid back, and he's like best friends with everyone. Whereas I'm terrible at it, so I'm like focused as much as I possibly can, just trying to like.
Rito's got the psychopath facade.
Yeah,
and could do it real well.
What do you mean facade?
Ah.
No, you're absolutely right though.
Ooh, hey! Guess what?
What?
I absolutely destroyed our power.
Good. How? Oh, this research servers?
Research servers. Turns out their base consumption is pretty high. So giving them a bunch of productivity modules was in fact the wrong idea.
What? Power modules. That's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong. You should have.
I'm gonna fix this real quick and try again.
Well, I tell you what, I'm about to bring online basically another 200 to 400 units of power, which should be helpful, I think. Also, could I request a biter wipeout, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, I just reset these, and we're still having power problems. I think these blue beacons are also becoming a problem. Oh no, the accumulator. The accumulators are going. That's what happened. That's what the big current draw is.
Oh, they're charging?
Yeah, because I wiped out our power for a second. It was the first time we went into the yellows.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, you know, it's not necessarily out of the realm of possibility that we could get a solar setup.
Let me take a look at solar. So solar, advanced solar panel. It's presumably the best one we've got available. 250 kilowatts.
Look, don't get me wrong.
Never mind. We got a better one. We've got the advanced solar panel, 600 kilowatts. How much am I getting from one of my things?
I should state, I'm not enthusiastic. I'm not enthusiastic.
Megawatts. No, I don't think this is worth it. I'm just gonna go make my Tiberium power setup goofy. That's what I started today with, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Holy shit! Biter evolution's going up by like 0.5% every tick now. We're doing on power. Yeah, much better now. And what you just added makes a difference. We're only at 50% draw.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm getting better for Project Winter mentally of like what I need to do to be a bad boy, and I'm learning a lot. But every round it's either like I'm with Alexa and he just insta dies, or
yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's difficult to die if your trader bud dies real quick. Cool. Where's that coming from? Yes. Cool. Cool. All right. Centrifuge. How much power are you taking? Oh, it's so close. It's so close, Wonder.
Almost got it.
It's so close.
Those beacons are always going to be incredibly expensive, though. Ooh, hey. I can't type today. Robot. Let's see. Worker robot battery. Oh, that one's cheap. We'll get that quick.
Oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. So close to just being there. And this is only with a quarter of them actually working. Oh, what a joyous moment. Alright, so there are no faster belts than this. This is the... These belts are the best. Are the best in the game.
Yeah, these are the absolute best belts that we can possibly get.
Ah, that's a shame.
Yep.
That's a shame. Okay, your sulfuric acid setup is excellent, by the way. It's working very, very well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that capped out real quick. Boy, howdy. These just that slow? Yep, they are. Whew.
What is this? Research servers or
I'm looking at my Tiberium processing thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because what I want to do is scale up my fuel production. But it is. Oh right.
Oh, we are.
You know what?
We are perfectly matched, by the way. Like, in fact, we're in the power negative now. I've done it. I did it. I succeeded.
You got it. Hey.
For a millisecond, and then it's back to.
Happens.
Back to something else.
Whoa, look at that go. Oh, because it only requires 100 and 150. Well.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
I'm gonna be bringing more steam turbines on in just a second, so I think our power curve should get a little bit more
okay.
Good looking. It's when we're researching, really, like the
moment we start researching anything, especially anything quickly.
Yeah, but that's okay because we got 6.1 gigajoules of backup power.
I'm just gonna start finishing some backlogged research, or like things that actually have an end, so you never have to think about it again. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to start researching the Omega drill. I have no idea if it's better than the drill you're using, but it might be worth looking into.
Come on, dude. It's
Same
got
thing with the centrifuge too.
Got the name Omega drill. Like, come on, you can't say no to that. Like, that's cool as heck. I am very interested.
What else can I grab? Mining drone speed. That looks real expensive. Let's not do that.
Go, logistics.
Jetpacks. Yeah, that's something we probably should have maybe looked into a long time ago.
Why? But it's 2D. It's a 2D game.
It's true. Well, I mean, crossing water? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, we got boats for that. Highly efficient and effective boats. Go. Uranium. You will never not convince me that working with uranium is fun. It's...
That is a different tune than you were singing earlier today.
Well, okay. I mean, it's fun to work with in terms of it's a cool thing, but, like, the fact that there is red flashing lights every time you step near the stuff or have it on your person is an immense irritant to me. It really is. It really is very, very irritating.
Let's see. Take one more of these.
Yeah.
Let's go. So now I've got tons of molten tiberium.
Uh-huh.
I've got supposedly tons of power.
I mean...
Oh, shoot.
It looks that way.
Let me scale this up.
I tell you what, getting those accumulators, actually, not a bad idea, in hindsight.
You sure?
No.
Because, like, they only hold so much.
They hold like, what, 10 seconds of full power draw?
Yeah.
It's functionally useless. I'm gonna queue up some nuclear research just real quick.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I think I've got pretty much everything I want to research before we actually just start firing rockets into space to get whatever that last tech card is.
Really? Oh. Very, very, very nice.
Okay, how's the power looking? Yep, that's some good satisfaction.
Oh. There we go. Wonderful. This is likewise. Needs to be the same. Yeah, this is a really interesting process. It's kind of interesting to behold the fact that you only get a 0.7% chance, or a 0.7% chance to get uranium-235 out of any processed load of uranium, so to speak. Like, it's actually still, like, a really, really, really rare material.
Yeah.
Even at the speed that all of my centrifuges are going. Like, it's kind of remarkable how little uranium there actually is. Yeah. Alright. Doing good for power, though. Yeah, so your Tiberium processing plant is... well, round about 5 times more effective than mine. Basically.
And that's not even its full draw.
Although...
I've got 6...
yeah.
Yeah. I've got 16 of these guys. They could double right now if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, although I think the steam turbines could double as well. I think everything is at 50% production, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it works. Like, everything gets slowed
I guess it
down.
makes sense, yeah, if we're looking at our current, like, draw, if it's 50%, of course everything's going to be 50%.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's certainly, like, those plants are great. They are very good. They are very, very good. Yeah, we haven't used coal power in ages.
No, I don't think we need to.
Oh, got some wind turbines as well. Kicking in a little bit of energy. Yeah. That's
funny joke.
That's our environmental credentials right there. That's
yes,
how much we care.
We are rooting this planet, but on the occasional day, we do in fact have some wind.
Yeah.
How very British Petroleum of us.
Yes, I didn't know that British Petroleum was a... What is that, a verb? An adjective?
It could be. I mean, you absolutely can use like somebody or something, like a person or a creed or even a company.
Oh,
like
that's...
especially one that's been on the market for so long and like been around for so long.
Oh, that's so Wonderbotty of you.
Yeah.
Does that work? What is that? Is that an adjective? A verb? No.
Well, I mean, think of it this way though. Like I am, if nothing but like, I'm not gonna say a sum of myself, but it's pretty like you, me, everyone we know has like a multiple personality traits that are kind of singular to us. So like earlier we were joking about Rito having a really good sociopath mask, but like it's true. And yeah, it's true that he can pull off that considerably better than like you or I. And so if you were to pull a maneuver, just like say, what's a good example? Well, I mean, we joke a lot about how Alexa is actually just Hitler, but like it's not.
But seriously. Guys,
but like,
have you seen him since 45? I don't think so.
And admittedly, like I've never actually seen Alexa pull it off well, so I can't really comment.
What, being Hitler?
Yeah, we've only ever done Secret Hitler once with me present, and no, we did it twice. The first time I blanked from my memory because I did not understand a damn thing that was going on.
Uh-huh.
And then everything after that point, we've pretty much played other games.
That's true. We do need to play more, actually.
Mostly I just remember Lalash being, like, actually a psychopath, so...
He's quite a deductive fellow.
Well, he was specifically one of the fascists, and it was... uncomfortable to be around.
Alright. Am I still ruining your power setup? No, I've fallen into 3rd place. You're ruining your own power setup with your chemical plants.
Aha!
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I'm gonna make it worse momentarily.
How very British Petroleum of you.
Exactly.
Was that the correct usage of the term there?
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Honestly, mining drone productivity? I'm not...
That's not your thing? Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we need them if we're gonna have, like, super duper...
The one thing is the reliant... Oh, yeah, but you don't actually need to rely on sulfuric acid unless you're doing exactly what you were doing. I'm just lazy and I don't want to get rid of my mining drones yet.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's functionally... It's close to free.
Okay. So what I'm currently doing is I'm scaling up a bunch of really basic things. So you can now request the maximum tier of oil refinery and chemical plants, which not actually probably that helpful. But this way you don't have to hand make it every single time you need more.
Uh-huh. That's better than nothing.
Ooh. Uh-oh. I think I lost him entirely. Hello?
Hello? Who? Me? Hello?
Yo!
Hello?
You back?
I didn't go anywhere. Hello? Am I here? How do I type?
Just going to
Hello?
let this take its course wherever it may go. Wow, we've already got a stack of those. Hell yeah.
Can you hear me? This is awkward.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello!
Is it better?
I can at least understand your words.
Fully or only
Yeah,
halfly?
yeah, you sound like an actual proper human being now.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't know what happened there.
That things.
Okay. Yeah, I need to redouble my efforts. Clearly, the problem was the game was unhappy with me. The world was unhappy that I have not managed to wrestle the crown as most electricity wasteful player in this game. And so clearly I need to work harder.
It is going to be tough to beat those beacons because we're so reliant on them. Like you are shooting yourself in the foot. Okay. So as I was mentioning before things got all poopsy.
Yeah.
You can now request the maximum tier assembly machines, stack inserters, chemical plants, and oil refineries.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
And now I'm going to tell our construction drones to modernize all of them. Because that'll probably make our lives easier if we have maximum tier chem plants and whatnot. Yes?
I don't think... yeah, okay, so rare earth metals were not in logistics range. That was the problem. Okay, that's all good. All good. Just wanted to clarify that. That should be fine. Because I think we need rare earth metals for a couple of things, but... yeah, it wasn't linked up before. But now it is. Okay. All right. So what else? What else needs to be worked on?
Well, we might be able to rocket today.
What?
We're getting real close. Like, I am currently researching the rocket silo.
I feel like I should actually help out and do something meaningful instead of just farting around. So please direct my my attention.
We're gonna need more power. Actually, scale yours up so we can do proper power.
That is gonna be a challenge. Yeah, okay. I will do my best. do my best. I mean, to be honest, in a pinch, we could just reconnect our coal line. Like, if we really need to.
Yeah.
We could reconnect our coal line. How much power is my nuclear area producing now? It's just so space inefficient. Like, this is... This is kind of it, I think.
Yeah, but we got tons of space, so, like, go for it?
It's not necessarily the space, it's that in order to build all of these components, it takes quite a lot of resources. Quite a lot of time. Also not convinced that I've actually created a very good setup. Did we end up getting nuclear reactor level 3 by any chance?
Maybe?
We did. We did. Okay. Alright. I'll try and tweak my setup a little bit and see if I can try and improve it.
Yeah, speaking of tweaking.
Yep.
I'm going to see what I can do about our low density structures, because I think we're going to need a lot more than we have.
Yes, we absolutely will.
I think I might also have to hit the biter evolution. Oh gosh, yeah, that's a solid way too high. There it goes. Breathe that fresh non-lag.
It's every so often you just feel a big bit of lag. Okay. Reactor 3.
Okay, here we go.
Crest of chests. Heat pipes.
How are we doing now? Okay, there. That should give us more low density structures. What's our productivity actually at? Crafting... 1,618%, that should be good.
That does sound pretty good.
Okay, actually, on that topic, I should probably upgrade all of our crafting machines. Because I bet we're using a lot of old garbage.
Pipes, quartz, copper plate.
Okay, question. Where are our steam... Steam factories? I just want to see if I can... Okay, here we go. I doubt it matters, but I want to see if I can just smoothly replace them. It looks like that's the case, yeah. Because I think it's about time that we move away from the good old steam-powered assembly machines.
I agree. I mean, there's no reason not to now that we've got, like, way more powerful... I mean, what's our... I just built a... Assembly machine 6, and what does that do? 3.5, so it's 1.5 times better than the other stuff. I will say, though, I really do like them for the early game. That was a joy. It was really,
yeah,
really
they were incredible. They made life a lot easier. Okay, time to once again upgrade everything. Oh, only had about 235 of the steam assembly machines. I was really expecting that we had a lot more than that. Okay, next order of dumb business.
Next order of dumb business.
I'm gonna go bring America to some of our foes.
Right. Overwhelming force.
Oh boy, atomic artillery shells are extraordinarily expensive.
That's okay. I'm sure you won't blink at the cost.
No, it requires 5,000 science. I'm gonna blink at that one because that's gonna take a long time, and I'm an impatient man.
It's very un-American of you.
Explosive rocket, cannon shell, radar. Where's our explosive factory? Where did that go? Ah, there it is.
We have quartz production, don't we? Ah. Yeah, that needs to be converted to passive... What's it called? Passive provider warehouse. Excellent. Also, the decision that you made to boost the on-person crafting speed is one of your best decisions, I think, that you've ever made. It's up there.
You mean the console command?
Yeah, it's good.
I always feel kind of bad because it's like, well, is this fair? And then I think about it longer and I'm like, who cares?
Doesn't matter.
This way this way I don't have to wait. Oh. Shawl artillery is garbage. It's just regular artillery. Explosive artillery. Just so much better than anything else. Oh, that makes this easier. Let's see. I don't think either of those are going to work.
Okay. We stick down a passive provider, and what do you know? Okay. We have functionally limitless numbers of nuclear reactors coming up. It's gonna be great. Heat exchange. Sorry, did you say that you'd made boilers to request? Or...
Yes.
Just... which boilers?
Not boilers, oil refineries. No boilers.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All good.
I could make them to request. I just didn't know how much we were actually going to be utilizing them.
I mean, I guess it just depends on what level we see nuclear power playing in the future of power around the base, I guess.
Well, sorry. World is our oyster. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So now we are producing explosive artillery shells. Not many, but we're producing them. Time to go blow things to Kingdom Come.
Oh boy.
We got too many aliens nearby. They're getting feisty, and
What?
Our pollution is
Oh, does
All
it
right.
surprise you that aliens are annoyed?
Well,
what happened?
no,
You were in charge of pollution, Wonder. What have you done?
I was, and then I got distracted to help you with sulfuric acid.
I expect your resignation in the morning.
Oh, good. I'm already producing these.
Okay.
How do I upgrade? Upgrade items in the blueprint. Damn it. Let's see. Should probably start requesting stack inserters now that I'm properly making them. What am I listening to?
I'm gonna be very lazy and just create a whole bunch of logistics requested setups. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on, is just setting up production chains that are gonna be entirely supplied by logistics robots.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
I figured. That's why I kind of thought.
It's after a certain point in Factorio, I give up on trying to make proper like belted networks because it's just is not worth it anymore.
Yeah. Go and then in here. Stone. Is that a passive provider silo? Excellent.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm just upgrading the occasional silo to fit the new reality of everything being in the logistics network.
Oh, they're right here. That's not acceptable. Let me fix this.
Are you using robots, or using artillery, or using...
I'm just going to use artillery. It'd be cool if you could actually have like armed drone networks that just kind of hung out and shot at things. But yeah, these critters are actually getting too close. Like way too close. They can see what I'm doing. Get out of here. You're scaring me. You're scaring the children.
Boiler 2. Boiler 3.
Eh? Wait, what? What? What?
What?
Okay. I told my robots to build a blueprint, and they put half the shit on the ground?
That's, they're unionizing.
Oh, burrowed enemy forces. That's the ticket.
They're unionizing. I wouldn't believe that burrowed into enemy forces nonsense. That's what they want you to think.
I just deleted them. They're already at 22%. Holy shit. That's a passive provider chest, yeah? Yep. Guess they're just busy, or this ammo is insufficient. Hours and hours ago, we were just battling to somehow stay above the lag.
Uh-huh.
And here I am, again, doing the exact same thing. Okay. There we go. That'll solve problems. Oh, I never requested it. That would explain a lot. Okay. Well, our borders are now protected by long-range artillery.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay.
Go and let's do this more. Yes, okay. Heat exchanger 1. Yeah, so currently I'm just chaining together. Oh? Who's this? Who's joining?
What?
Somebody's joining. Who is this guy?
No idea. Says they don't exist. That's worrying.
It's probably because
save.
Probably because they haven't joined the.
Oh yeah. Well, why? I thought this was supposed to be private, but I don't know if they're on my friends list or something. Let me double check that.
I say.
No, it's not on my friends list.
I say we get them along. I guess we'll see if there's a rejoin in just a second.
Yeah, hopefully they get the message after the first one. Luckily, I can just kick them. So it's not like this is that big of a deal.
No.
Oh, I should produce some basic power poles. Okay. So, our pollution is still wildly out of control.
Okay.
However, I've surrounded at least parts of our base with a solid wall of air filters, which I'm going to have to service better. Okay. I guess I'm going to go work on the filters. Otherwise, we're probably going to run out real quick.
Yeah, go. I'm being useless, to be honest.
It's okay.
I'm working to try and get basically a scalable way to manufacture all of the components for the nuclear process. But yeah, that's gonna nuclear. It's a thing.
Some people call it nuclear, but they're wrong.
What do you call it?
Nuclear.
Right.
I just one of our previous presidents called it nuclear, and it was people made fun of him for that.
That's a shame. That's nuts.
I feel like well, I don't know. I guess pronunciation is meaningless, but I would expect world leaders to have a passing understanding of a lot of things.
that's quite an expectation.
Well, I don't know. Especially after like what happened in Japan, and maybe if it was less of an issue, but like I don't know. I guess part of it is I have the general belief that, like, if you are, well, I mean, I guess part of the ruling class of a country, or at least the leadership of a country, and you're making decisions based on one thing or another, you have to be kind of independently educated on, like, what you're ruling on. Otherwise, it's just so easy to just be, like, tricked into being like, what? Nuclear power? It's terrible. Why? I don't know. Said so-and-so said so. And because he, oh shoot. What's the reactor up in Russia that...
Chernobyl.
There we go. And Chernobyl. And it's like, but maybe it has merits. There were a couple of, like, pesticides in the US that were specifically banned, and I think rightly so at the time, because I don't think anybody understood them very well.
Yeah. Carcinogenic sort of things.
Yeah, it was fairly, I think, at least people thought it was, like, bad for animals
yeah.
at the time. And maybe it still is, but I remember my brother did, like, a fairly involved research paper on old tech and things that people just assumed were terrible, and actually weren't. But, you know, at least in America, we don't generally look back and say, oh, actually, this wasn't so bad. You know, maybe we should give this thing a second chance.
That's an interesting perspective, actually.
And, you know, not all ideas are created equal, and many things were banned for a good reason. But easy example, I guess I could talk about is, like, the state that I live in, Oregon, recently, huge wood chest. Why do we have whatever? We recently decriminalized drug possession in such a way that if you were caught with some of the harder drugs, you don't just get thrown in prison.
Yeah.
And it's seen as a medical issue, as opposed to, like, drugs are bad, go to prison for 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Then you get out and good luck with your life. And it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there are merits to that, but at least for part of the U.S., we're re-examining it finally, and it's like, yeah, actually, there are better systems that we should probably look into.
The problem with implementing a new system like that is that it requires somebody to say, we got it wrong, right?
Yep.
And that people don't like to do, or at least, as you say, the ruling class don't like to do that. And that, I think that's a trait that is shared by most politicians, actually. It's just,
yeah.
there is not enough understanding that perhaps the way that it has been done for the last X number of years isn't working, doesn't work, and shouldn't continue.
Scotland got anything like that?
Too many to list.
Yeah.
Too many to list.
Fair enough.
You know, I think everywhere has that. There's no such thing as a perfect country.
Oh yeah. I mean, Norway looks pretty sweet, but I'm pretty sure they have their own dark whatevers.
I mean,
I've never been to Norway. I just like to think of Norway as, like, somewhat idyllic for entirely biased reasons of, like, I love to say the word Norway.
Yeah. I also don't think I've been to Norway, to be honest. It's an interesting little place.
It's high on my list of places I would like to vacation at for a while.
Okay.
Just, you know, I spent a couple months, spent a couple months in Croatia, and it was lovely. I would love to do that sort of thing again, just as kind of like a, hey, I'm just going to be in this country for a while, you know, eat the food, see the places, immerse myself in the culture, and kind of move on. And Norway ranks high just because it seems like a nice but also very cold place, maybe during the winter.
Yeah, very cold, like super cold.
And I